I coached the guy for 2 years. And when he started with me, he worked in a warehouse. So he didn't have a trajectory that you would think is really that great. But because through the coaching and the mentoring, we were able to lift him out of that situation and get him into a situation where he's a successful business owner today. Is that going to happen for everybody? No. But if you have the right coach, they can assist you to get to where you want to go. And this all comes back to this risk factor. The risk factor is what I want you to focus on, but not just with what I'm talking about with my situation, my offer for you. Because you can take it or not. Doesn't matter to me.
Close your eyes.
Because you can start small. Begin with manageable risks to build your confidence. Success with smaller risks strengthens your ability to handle larger ones. In fact, if you did the $4.99 option, if at the end of 30 days you felt like you didn't want to proceed to the next, you could cancel. Pretty simple stuff. But that's starting small. Prepare strategically. The more you prepare, the less daunting the risk will feel. Research, plan, rehearse to minimize unnecessary uncertainty. These are your risk factors. As you listen to what I'm mentioning to you, you're going to have a deep understanding of how this risk affects you. And how, even if you're not a risk taker now, that after listening to this, after focusing on it, you're going to become more of a risk taker, even if it is starting in a smaller aspect of the risk-taking process. So, but there's other elements that you can use in order to propel yourself forward. And the reason I wanted to go into this risk factor is because it's really, when I speak to people, they're always risk averse. They don't want to risk anything. They want to keep what they have. They don't want to reach out. And so my goal is to get you to start thinking outside that box and getting more and more involved in that possibility. So failure as a stepping stone. Failure doesn't mean the end, it's feedback. Analyze what didn't work, adjust, and try again. That's why I always say plan to review. When you work with me, we're going to have an accelerated game plan to get you where you want to go. We're going to do it in 2-week sprints. So every 2 weeks, we're going to have a sprint, and we're going to have a goal to reach within that 2 weeks, whether it is monetizing something, financial, mindset, or physiological. You want to lose 5 pounds in 2 weeks. We're going to do it. With my help, you're definitely going to do it. I can promise you that. The comfort zone fallacy. Staying comfortable often leads to missed opportunities. Are you comfortable? Write that down. Am I comfortable where I'm at right now? Or am I uncomfortable? And why is that? You want to push yourself to explore beyond your current limits.